it's me, Ria. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a home reset, but with like a spooky twist to it. I am putting up Halloween for the season so that we can enjoy it for a couple of weeks. And it's been like a 2-day endeavor just because I don't have to do it all in one day, so why waste the energy? I have been just putting out decorations, working on DIYs, and it has been really fun, and I am going to share that all with you, and we're gonna finish things up today. I am going to be putting up Halloween, but I also am gonna be cleaning up the house because it's messy. 3 kids, 5 people in the house. It happens and it needs to be taken care of. So that is the plan. We are going to be tidying up the house just a little bit and working on Halloween. I have some really fun Halloween DIYs that I've done this year that I am obsessed with and I'm so excited to share with you. Plus, like, I'm gonna do like a little treat, like Halloween themed treat thing in the kitchen for the kids that will last more than one day, which hopefully which I'm excited to set up as well. And I'm so glad that you are here. If you're new here, I'm so glad that you found me. I hope that you all stick around. We're just gonna kind of clean, decorate, have some fun, do some DIYs. It's gonna be a blast. I hope that you're doing well. Make sure you're subscribed if you're not so we can keep hanging out. But let's get started. I'm really excited. My kids love Halloween. Well, here is some of what we are working with. I didn't get everything out. I just got stuff out for inspiration, things I'd like to work with. Some are new additions, like that ghost in the back there was a Home Goods find, and then the little like ghost and candy corn and bat were from Target, but I did some DIYs, which I am going to show you how I made these. They were so much fun. This was for the entryway, which is where we are going to start. But I just got my decorations out, kind of laid them out, but we are starting in the entryway. I have a lot of fun things. My kids absolutely love decorating for Halloween. It is one of their favorite things. I was not a big holiday decorator before I had the kids, and so just over the years, we've been collecting things, finding a vibe. My kids really love the spooky stuff. I'm more of a cute decoration person, but we're gonna make it fun. We're gonna mix spooky with cute, kind of more mature decorations with the fun kid stuff, and it's just gonna be a blast. The entryway was like a one-day job because there were a few little things I wanted to do. It was like housekeeping before the decor. I knew I wanted to pull down this mirror here and put up a coat rack, which Connor had found and brought it home to me from Target as a surprise. Love that guy. This one's a Hearth and Hand, and I knew I wanted it here for guests so they didn't have to hang everything with all of our crap that was already in the mudroom. So we hung that up, and then I wanted to move the big circle mirror that I have at the bottom of the stairs. We moved that over because that is originally the spot that I bought it for, was to put above the entryway table, and for some reason I didn't. So we were fixing that, and then I have a few little pictures that I want to put up, but we had to do the housekeeping first, and now we can do the decorating. Okay, so I got these little pictures to hang up over this for like year-round decor, but then I figured since it was Halloween, it would be really fun to add like those painted ghosts to them, but I didn't want to paint them on and make them permanent, so I didn't get it recorded. But I grabbed a piece of white tissue paper and just taped little ghosts on. And I just used tissue paper and a pencil and just a little bit of tape. This one I put tape on the back of it, but the rest of them, I just used the tiniest little bit of tape. You can see, if you're looking for it, you can see it, but it's just that cute little addition, but it's not permanent, and I didn't have to like buy prints off of Etsy. There's some really cute ones though, or paint anything. So I'm gonna put these up, and then I also put one up on the picture in the hallway. Harley's really excited about them apparently.
That you're doing fine cause you got me. I don't wanna break your little bubble, but you gotta wake up to reality. Cause I can see in your eyes, your head is full full of dreams. Tears are
Well, this was certainly a simple upgrade, and I was able to tie it into the spooky season with our sweet little ghosts, and they're so cute. It's so fun. My kids were surprised. I let them notice it. It was very fun. But I'm just gonna get things dusted off, pull down the decor that I'm not going to leave out for Halloween, and then we're gonna start putting out the decorations. But I wanna dust, I wanna vacuum, especially after putting those anchors in the wall for the coat rack. You can see there's drywall dust on the floor. So let's get this all cleaned up really fast, and then we can put out our fun decorations. Pretty much all of the DIY stuff that I did was for this entryway, because this is where the kids see when they come and say trick or treat. It's just the most fun. And honestly, most years I take down the majority of the Halloween decorations before Halloween, like the day of Halloween. And I move a lot of them into the entryway to make it even more fun, but it also saves me time later, because once the holiday is over, it's time to be done in my head. I know some people leave stuff up for a really long time, and I love that for them. But for me, it's usually by the time the holiday actually hits, I'm already preparing to take it down. Let's move on to the next holiday and let the excitement build to put everything back up again, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I'm weird. Do you like to leave your decorations up for a long time? Do you decorate? Do you take them down immediately like I do? Let me know down in the comments.
whatever you like.
I made this garland. I'll show you how I made it. But I'm gonna hang it here, and I think I'm gonna do some bats, like the little stick-on bats. I have some left from last year. I'm gonna do that, and then just put a couple items out on the table here. We're just kind of winging it. All I have really in my head was that I wanted this candy garland here with the mirror. So we're gonna start from there, and then choose our own adventure. Choose my adventure. You're not here. I wish you were though. I'm gonna hang this up, and I'll show you how I made them. It's so easy. So for these, you just need some tin foil. I got this at the Dollar Tree, and I got some fat quarters from Joann's. And then for other supplies, I just have some twine and my fabric scissors, and then pinking shears. These are not required, but they are really nice to get that nice edge. And then I do have a big darning needle as well. But all you need to do is get some foil. I used probably just short of 12 inches of foil. This is the cheap stuff from the Dollar Tree. It crumples up really nicely. It's really lightweight. There's other ways that you could do it. I've seen other tutorials, but this is just the way I wanted to do it so that I could get that nice kind of flat, hard candy look. I didn't want it to be big, like kind of like a Lindt chocolate. I mean, you could do that. That would look cool. But in my head, it was just nice, flat candy. And it's definitely one that you can do with your kids. You can see Miss Alice in the background. She wanted to help make the candies, and she has a lisp. So you can imagine it's very adorable. But these are really quick to put together. I just shaped them how I want them. And then I took my fat quarters. I like these because they already kind of have the creases in them. And I knew I wanted squares, and these were perfect. I didn't have to use my measuring square for it. Everything was already in lines. So I'm just cutting the fabric down a long way, and then I can cut the individual squares. Otherwise, you can measure it. I would just kind of measure with your heart. These are probably about 5 by 5 squares, and then you're just rolling your candy just like you would a real candy. So I wanted it to be a little thicker just in case the fabric was a little sheer, and I wanted to make sure that the foil didn't like nick it or anything. So this was the perfect amount. And then I'm using my twine just to tie the ends, and then you use your pinking shears to make it look all nice on the edges. This one was really, really fun, really easy to put together. I'm gonna do a double knot with this twine here just to make it stay, and then I will trim the edges. You could take a needle and some thread and sew these closed so you don't have the tie, but I liked the tie look to it. It was a time saver as well. It's one that the kids could easily do. So this is just the adventure that I chose to do with it, but you could definitely stitch these closed as well, or use fancier ribbon, whatever makes your heart sing. I just like the simplicity of the twine, and I had a lot of it, so I didn't have to buy anything extra. But once I got that all tied up, I flattened it a little bit because the pinking shears don't do great with really thick fabric in my experience. And I just trimmed the edges. These things are really cool, but again, not required. And you can see it just has that fun little like candy wrapper edge, which I love. You could also just use like your regular fabric scissors to get the edge as well. But I think these turned out so cute. I made a bunch of them, and then I just grabbed my twine and then this big needle. I'm pretty sure it's a darning needle. I could be mistaken though. So let me know down in the comments if I'm way off. But I'm just putting a little bit through the back of the candy to make it wide enough so that they don't slide around too much, and stringing them all up. And then we're gonna hang them up on the wall. I think this turned out really cute. My kids really loved it. It was a fun project to do together, figuring out the pattern and which fabrics we wanted to use. But otherwise, I'm just using tape to hang this up, and we're gonna get the rest of the decorations out. I have a few other items I want to put out as well, but this garland was so much fun. I had some extra candies as well, which we will use here in the entryway, but this is so cute. And I am absolutely going to make a bunch of these for Christmas time as well. These are going to be adorable then.
I wanna do it all with you by my side. If you're in, meet me here tonight. Be brave and come along, I'll be your ride, promise.
For the rest of the entryway table, I'm just bringing things that I already had. I had this chalkboard and I thought it would be fun to have like a little Halloween sign, so I grabbed some chalk and I made this. I'm definitely no artist, but it was fun and my kids enjoyed it. And to not damage anything, I put just a couple little felt pads behind it to make sure that we didn't like scratch the mirror or anything, and it worked out really well. Everything else is pretty much stuff that I've already had. I used the cloche last year and I'm lacking some creativity. I did the spider webs with the LED candles in it last year, but these ones are different. My dad sent me these ones for Christmas and they're really, really cool. They have to be charged, but they're all sorts of different colors, and I will show you that in a minute, but these are really cool. So I'm just gonna do the spider webs in here, grab a couple of things that I've had just to kind of round things out. We're gonna get a few more of those candies out as well. But the entryway table is almost done, and I really enjoy how it turned out.
Just say yes, choose to do whatever comes next. So just be brave and come along. I wanna do it all, this or that. Getting drunk on whiskey.
I got these last year. I just got them on Amazon. You can kind of bend the wings and make them stick out however you want, and then you put the little sticky on and stick them wherever you want on the wall. If I had like a Cricut or something, I would probably just get black paper and cut out a bunch that way instead of buying them. But I don't have a working one right now, so Amazon for the win. But these are really fun. My kids loved these last year.
This or that.
Well, on to our next DIY. This is pretty much all Dollar Tree. I did not want to spend a lot on like a Halloween wreath, and I figured I can make it myself. So I went to the Dollar Tree and I got all of this stuff. I've got the florals, the ribbon, these little bats are clip-on. The only things that I didn't buy there were the wire cutters and the zip ties, but I even got that floral wire because I wasn't sure how I wanted to secure it, but We're gonna go with zip ties for this one. This is really easy. I just found like a general how to make a wreath tutorial on Pinterest, and then I'm just tailoring it to the wreath that I want to make. These wire cutters are terrible. I did go steal Connor's good ones. I do need to replace them though, because they were meant for other types of wire. My bad, Connor. But I trimmed the bottoms and I zip tied them on, and then clipped the zip tie. And then for the next one, I just lined it up so that the florals would touch where I wanted them to, and then secured that with the zip tie as well. I cut probably the majority of the flower off, but I wanted a little bit of length so that there was something to secure it to, plus all of the little flowers coming out of the main stem. I wanted to make sure that that still had its integrity. For the ribbon, again, I just pulled up Pinterest, looked up how do you put a ribbon on a wreath. I've never made a wreath before until this very one, but I found one and it was really simple. I decided to just do like a 3-loop ribbon, and I stacked them all together. I'm securing one end with another zip tie, and I will trim that one. And then all you do is take the other end of the ribbon and you secure it, and you make like a little loop, and then you can just spread all of the loops out. It was really, really easy. It was kind of one of those things where, I probably didn't need a tutorial, but thank goodness for Pinterest. And then I just kind of did the same thing around. I couldn't get all of the same stuff they didn't have enough of the spider ones at the Dollar Tree, and I needed to balance it out. So I yanked one of the spiders off that you couldn't really see, and I took a zip tie, found the spot I wanted, trimmed it down just a little bit so that it had kind of more of a square bottom to it, and the little spider fit perfectly on there. So I was able to kind of balance out the spiders. We have some purple, orange, black, all the things, but I think it did work out. And with the orange and purple little bat clips, I was able to tie in a little bit more of that orange, because I only had the one bunch of orange roses. They're like these roses with orangey glitter on them, but it still matched the vibe of the black and white and silver, orange and purple. And this was really fun. I'd never made a wreath before, and this might be my whole identity now. I thought it was so much fun. It was so inexpensive, and it turned out really, really great. I secured some of the loose flowers to the side so that they wouldn't like hang off. So it was just kind of messing with it a little bit, getting it balanced, but I absolutely love how it turned out, and it was so easy. Okay, so I now have this black, conveniently, mirror. And so what I'm thinking is hanging it here. And then I made these bats. They're kind of a Pottery Barn dupe, and I will show you how I made them. It was really easy, also very tedious. No in between. But I would hang these on the wall, and they're really cool. They light up. So I think that's what we're gonna do. Let's hang our mirror, and then we'll just kind of place these around it. Okay, here are our bats supplies. Dollar Tree bats for the win. These were so cheap. And then Connor was in charge of finding me black twine. It was very difficult. I had gone a couple places. He went to Michael's and found a couple of things, and he basically just bought me a sampling of everything. But I ended up going with this hemp twine, the hemp cord in black. That big roll I did find at Walmart, but that was the only one they had. Thankfully, Connor had brought home that small roll. And then I had the glue gun, and then these little lights. I got these off of Temu last year around Christmas, and I used a couple of them, but I had some left, so it was really nice. I didn't have to spend any extra money to do this and still light them. But you just pull all of the tinsely kind of stuff off of the bat, which is easier said than done. They have some legit glue. Some parts were easy, other parts weren't, but I was struggling with the orange. Connor came to the rescue and realized you could unclip the middle part of the wing, and I just opted to leave it out. So that saved a ton of time pulling that out, and then just getting all of like the glue and leftover tinsel was kind of a chore. Look at all of that. Total mess. But now I'm just gonna put the twine on. I glued just a little bit of it here so it would hold, and then I'm just wrapping it. This is the choose your own adventure. There's no rhyme or reason. You could do this with yarn, you could do it with fabric, any other color. I'm actually thinking of maybe making some for my kids' rooms as well, in just different colors that they like to make it fun. But it was just a lot of wrapping and going different directions, trying to fill it in. Thankfully, the bat is black, so I didn't have to make it super thick, because finding that hemp cord, at least here where I am, was difficult. But now I'm just putting the light on. This one has a couple settings. I mostly am going for the solid light setting, but I just put a little dab of glue on the back of it, made sure I had the switch pointing up, glued it onto the back of the bat, and then I'm just gonna wrap the lights around it. This is really bendy. It's really easy to manipulate, so I didn't really have to glue the lights on, and I just kind of bent the very end of it over to secure it, and that was it. This was really, really easy, very inexpensive, especially if you already have like yarn or whatever. Yarn's way cheaper than the hemp, but I just wanted kind of that hempy vibe with it. And then I'm just using some command strip hooks on the back. I can easily lift it up to turn the lights on and off, and it just looks really, really cool with the mirror and everything. This one was really fun, really easy, very affordable, depending on where you can find your black cordage action. Okay, so we are in the living room. I kind of just threw everything in here after the entryway. But I think what I want to do is just get things dusted off, vacuum the carpet up, fix the couch. I might use some of those pillowcases that I used last year again. And then we'll tackle the mantle. It was Connor's birthday just recently. I need to take the birthday sign down, but I'll talk about more what my ideas are once we've tidied things up a little bit, but I'm excited. This one's gonna be a fun mantle this year, I think.
To the moon and back, we had a love like that. Why do I feel like that's slowly fading? We used to be friends, that was way back when. You and I, we were a slow burn, baby. Oh, we were young, so damn naive. Looked at the world through rose-colored glasses. You had your goals, then you met me. Did you let those dreams pass you by? I would never blame you if you left. No, I won't be the one to hold you back, 'cause we can stop the time, it's just a fact. We're not getting younger, we're not getting younger. In the bed we made, I lay wide awake, but I keep losing myself in these daydreams.
This one smells so good.
I can't hear you sleep, but I know you're not dreaming of me. Oh, we were young, so damn naive. Looked at the world through rose-colored.
Okay, so what I'm thinking, I'm gonna pull out the white flowers from this, but leave the orange flowers in. And then in addition to the orange and purple back clips from the Dollar Tree, I also got these black and silver ones. So I think I'm just gonna kind of clip them to the leaves to kind of bring in that black and silvery kind of coloring. But I think it's gonna look really cool. Oh, those came out surprisingly easy.
No, I won't be the one to hold you back, 'cause we can stop the time, it's just a fact. We're not getting younger, we're not getting younger, we're not getting younger.
Fabric, like Halloween-y fabric. I think I'm gonna tear it into strips And I have some like lace ribbon too. So I'm gonna just tie it around these candlesticks to kind of bring in the spooky vibe. But also it's like minimal effort and fabric's really cheap. So I think that's gonna look really cool. I'm gonna go grab the fabric. Okay, so here is the fabric that I have. This one is Bats. And then this one's just plain black, but you can't really tell. There's like a shiny little polka dot on it. So I have, I think, a 1/4 yard of these, which is pretty long, all things considered. So I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna tear them so you get kind of that ripped, spooky vibe. I use vibe a lot, sorry if that annoys you. But I'm gonna tear them and then like varying lengths depending on the size of the candlestick. And then I have these like lacy ribbons, which I think I'll pair with them. So like black with the bats and then cream with the black. And I'll just cut everything the same length and tie them on there just to give it just a little extra. I don't know if I'm gonna go full on bow, but I think just adding that extra little bit to the candlesticks will be cool. And these glow orange, so you'll have like that black, white, and orange kind of coloring, which is what we have going on the couch. So let's do that.
I know I messed up. Yeah, I know I did you wrong, but I learned my lesson. Now what if we could move on? Remember the good days. I wish that we could go back. I know I'm not perfect, but at least give me a try. I'm sorry for making you feel like you're not good enough, 'cause you're the best, you know. I'm sorry for making you feel like you're not good enough. Give me a chance, yeah baby, try, try, try. Just one more night, then make up your mind, mind, mind. Please don't say that it's goodbye, bye, bye. If you just believe it, I know we can make it.
Okay, so I like how this turned out. These little skeletons are Connor's favorite decorations that we have. So I'm glad that I could put them out on the mantle. And I like how the ribbon turned out too. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish up, just keep putting out a couple of decorations like on the piano and tidy up. There's still some clutter and get things vacuumed. I wanna bring in some cute. A lot of this is like serious Halloween, so I'm gonna bring in some of the cute things that I have because cute Halloween has my heart. Everybody else in the house like spooky Halloween. I am a cute Halloween person. So I think we're gonna do that. Just finish up the living room, get that tidied, and then we'll hit the kitchen and the dining room and be done.
Baby, try, try, try. Just one more night, then make up your mind, mind, mind. Please don't say that it's goodbye, bye, bye. If you just believe it, I know we can make it. Try, try, try. Try, try, try. Try, try, try. I'm sorry for making you feel like you're not good enough. I'm sorry for making you feel like you're not good enough. Give me a chance, yeah baby, try.
Well, if you've been here, you know me, you know it takes a couple of tries sometimes, and this piano is always a little bit of a struggle. I really wanted to make the glass pumpkin work, the clear one there, but it just wasn't gonna work. So I'm gonna try a couple things as you see, but we will get there in the end. I ultimately decide that less is more, and just because I didn't put it out this year doesn't mean it won't get a turn next year. That pumpkin is one of my favorites, but it just wasn't fitting this time around, and I'm very happy with how the piano turns out. It's very simple, very nice, and I actually spend quite a bit of time at this piano, and I've got the cute all right there to look at while I'm playing. We have our final touch here. I'm just adding some black floral leaf. I think they're eucalyptus leaves here with this little corn husk piece, and adding in my little black candle that I even got last year, and it still has some left, which is nice. That's a good smelling candle. But that is the living room done. I'm really happy with how it turned out. It's very simple. There's lots of pillows on the couch. We have that mix of cute Halloween with spooky Halloween. We've got the grown-up Halloween vibes along with the fun stuff for the kids as well, and I just am really happy with the balance that we have managed. I am in love with the candles. It's so fun with all of the ribbon. We've got Connor's favorite skeletons out and the ghost, and those little bat clips on that plant worked out perfectly. But that is the living room done. Very fun, and we are going to move on to the kitchen nook, get that done, but we're almost done. Just a few more areas to do, keeping it simple, but still really fun. I'm keeping things simple. We're keeping the games out. I have this little dish, and I'm just going to put some of the skulls that we had in the dish just to make it fun. I did something different last year with the center, and we didn't have the games out, but the games are such a big hit for us that I wanted to keep them included. And then I just pulled out more of like the autumn colors, added in these black eucalyptus leaves again, and then I had these fun little bat lights. They light up purple. They're really fun. They're meant to like hang on a window or whatever, but I'm just adding this in here. It's a battery pack, and just kind of weaving it in and around the games. It makes it really fun and adds a little bit of that pop of purple, which is in the entryway, but it's really simple, really inexpensive, and it just makes it that much more fun for Halloween. I came to the party, I laughed at the jokes she made. I wish that I hadn't, 'cause now the jokes are made. I didn't come here just so I could watch you make a mess. I didn't come here to ugly cry in my favorite dress. She thought she could tear us apart. I'm nearly done filling in these shelves. I've got my little ghost there that was a DIY last year, and then everything else is just sitting very nicely. I had some fall leaves and then the black eucalyptus to work in and tie into the centerpiece here as well. And this one was really fun and simple. I've never been able to fit that much on those shelves, and I actually really like it. I think it looks really cool. But we are going to unpack all of the Halloween mugs, get them in the dishwasher because we are cleaning and decorating I need to wipe down the counters. I'd love to put out a few more decorations. My whole mantra was do it while it's fun and then stop if it stops being fun, just because there's no requirement to do this, but I enjoy it and it just brings my kids smiles, and that is the motivator. So we're gonna just keep wiping things down, putting out decorations, and one of the last things before I vacuum up all of the crumbs on the floor is to put out the little treat area for my kids. I do a hot chocolate bar every year around Christmas time, and I tried to think of just a fun thing I could do around Halloween, just to make it fun. And so we're gonna do like a little treat snack bar for the kids that it's not just free reign, but I'll tell you more about it once we finish getting this stuff wiped down and putting out a couple more decorations.
You make me feel so damn good. You take me to the stars and the moon. My mind's out of balance. Heartbeats irregular. Kinda thought we'd work it through. Large beat, tears streaming down.
I wanted to make this back corner fun, but I didn't want to have to get anything else or really make anything. And so I just grabbed this, I pulled out the greenery. We'll keep the little orangey leaves in there. And then I am just using the little bats that I used in the entryway and sticking them on the leaves. This was really fun, really easy. It's all stuff that I already had, but it just kind of changed everything in that corner. And then with the addition of just a couple more decorations, it was a really fun spot.
Funny all the times we've had. Always made me feel kinda blue. I know, you know. Oh, it feels so good from a distance. I don't talk and you'll never listen. Trust me, it's as hard for me too.
So here's my plan. This is like my Halloween treat bar, if you will. Connor and I were out on a date and we came across the Boo Oreos, the limited edition ones. They're delicious. So I thought, ooh, that would be a fun thing to use in one of these. And then we ate most of them and I can't find them in the store right now. So we're gonna mix some of those with these dark chocolate ones. And then also I wanted to do the Halloween Peeps marshmallows in this canister, but I can't get them here. I feel like, at least in the Pacific Northwest, in my area, we get everything last. My girl Trisha on the East Coast, they're already putting Christmas up in her Target, and that is not happening at my Target yet, which, I mean, pros and cons, I guess. Whatever. So I got these flips. It gives kind of a mummy vibe. I'll take it. And then I feel is the controversial candy. I don't like them. Please don't leave. It's okay to like them and it's okay to not like them. Not a fan, but Connor loves these and the kids like them, so. I thought those would be fun in here. So I'm just gonna make like a quick little treat bar with rules, because I have to have rules about these in my house or they'll be gone before dinner today. So let's put these in the jars and I want to put them on this tray here. I think it's gonna be really cute and fun.
Out of love with no defense, broken heart and empty hands. I hear you call again, just save me from myself. Seek the poem in the pain. He would go anywhere, and you'd be loose in the game. So darling, fade your love to remain on the same side of.
Well, fun towels are always a way to hit the theme, and I have my newer ones that I got just this year mixed with some of the ones that I've gathered throughout the years. This one's really fun, and I just think they add just that extra little touch. But I'm gonna get the rest of the stuff that I didn't use put away, the things that I took out put away. We're gonna vacuum and then be done.
A certain way to win. Surrender and begin. To seek the poem in the pain. He would go anywhere, and you'll be loose in the game. So darling, fade your love to remain on the same side of.
Well, my friends, this is where I leave you today. This was a fun project. My kids are really, really excited. And honestly, Connor and I are really enjoying the decorations this year as well. It helps that the kids make it that much more magical. But I am done getting all of the decorations out for now. I will add some fun things into my kids' room later, but we're gonna keep it this way for a little bit and spread out the fun. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Let me know down in the comments what some of your favorite Halloween decorations are. I hope you are doing well, and if you're not already, I hope you'll consider subscribing, continue to hang out, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
The past.